Hello Aries, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today I will be doing your love and relationships reading for the time period of February 14th to the 20th, 2022. Please remember that this is a general reading. It is not a personal read. Take what's for you. Leave the rest if it doesn't connect at all. Okay. We are going to go with a Queen of the Moon Oracle. You have peace as your first energy coming out here. Being at peace with a situation. There may have been a breakup here that it was rough. I feel like maybe there was the connection was broken for whatever reason, and you've been having a hard time getting over it. But you're finding peace within what has happened at this point. Able to open up to new love. You have self-reflection. Being aware of what your role that played in this ending of this relationship or within this relationship. There may have been something that you have done that you had did within at that time that maybe they felt unforgivable, and this is why the connection ended. And now you're finding peace with it, though. You didn't for a time, I feel, were feeling like you were deserving of a good love, a true love, because of what happened. You may have, this person may have been devoted to you, and something occurred. I feel like something occurred that was either your fault or was something that you did led to this ending of this relationship. It's not necessarily being, cheating or whatever. It could have been something else that, within their moral base that you did that they just could not forgive you for. You have faith. Having faith in the universe to bring you in a love that will be able to love the new you. I feel like some of you have changed. Not just, it could be appearance as well, but I feel like some of you have just changed as a person because of what have happened in this other relationship. I feel like it took you some time to get over. You may still harbor negative feelings about what happened and looking down on yourself, but I say do not do that. You have a piece coming in here that's going to heal you from this, and have faith that love will come for you. Whatever this had happened, it may not have even been you guys. It could have been something they did, and it just was unresolvable. I'm gonna pull a Dark Mirror Oracle. Keep looking over there. I'm attracted to this. There's a message in here for you guys on this energy. Let's see. Ooh. Blinded to pain. Some of you may have, the reason this ended was because it needed to end, it probably needed to end way prior to when it did. I feel like something was going on with your person that your heart couldn't get past. You cloaked it, whatever it was. It may have been something, I feel like something about morals, someone's morals being crossed over from. Let me read from this card here. See what is going on with this energy. This is the number 13. Let's see. I can shoulder it, and it's not a big deal, isn't it? Carving oneself for every stroke of whip and feeling so broken that it makes no difference to be whole. Wow. A fly that lives a single day has lived as long as we, yet we accept the passage of time like it didn't matter. like we don't matter. Every day a single line is added to the pattern. A single fly is added to the wall. We take one more responsibility. We take a little more abuse. We shoulder a little more pain. We smile in front of a little more insolence. We close our eyes to our wounds. We think we can endure it. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, we say to ourselves. Like men, because it's manly to endure and be strong. Like women, because it's feminine to endure and be strong. Like humans, because the care and gentleness we feel as precious to others, and we don't dare, should I say, to actually claim for ourselves. After all, we can do it, but it actually hurts. It's painful. Tears are better than feeding flies with our own blood. We can scream and say no or endure, nevertheless, but remembering that we are just humans, neither heroes nor saints. Wow. That came from T.S. Eliot. I feel like someone here dealt with some very negative things within a relationship. This may have been, it could have been a love relationship. I feel like for a lot of you it was. But I feel like this could have been within a domestic setting. Regardless, it feels like it could have been when you were younger and living at home with your parents as well. You denied that something was happening to you, or that things were good when they really were not, and covered it up and just it said, I can take it. I can deal with this a little bit longer until I can move out, or whatever had happened. I feel like it left scars. I'm looking at the lines cut into her chest here, and it feels like left scars, and it's in the chest area where your heart would be. I feel like this is something that you may have carried into relationships with you. And it may be time to talk to somebody, really talk to somebody about things that have happened. You may not have ever told anyone about this, whatever it was. It could have been within a love relationship as well. Maybe on the outside, your relationship looked marvelous and beautiful, and everybody wanted to be you as a couple. And in behind closed doors, it was something totally different. That's what this feels like here. I don't like it, so I'm going to walk away from that energy right there. Okay, we're going to go to peace. The number 28. Peace of mind is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Refuse drama and do not freely engage with people who use drama as a weapon. Stop fighting. Allow yourself to rest for a while. When we let go of what we no longer need, we make room for peace. And you have the number 17. Self-reflection. Be curious about your own nature. Choose to turn inwards to quietly contemplate who and what you are and want. The more you know about yourself, the more you are able to steer yourself well. Know what you believe and why, yet be open to the development of new beliefs and ways of being. As self-reflection is something we all would benefit from doing, why don't we do it? First, self-reflection requires us to slow down somewhat and turn our awareness inward. Something that does not come naturally to some, and especially not the highly extroverted. Starting small and maybe getting assistance with someone else as a guide can solve this. Wow. Wasn't that what I was just saying about this situation here? If you may need to talk to somebody outside of the situation to get a better handle on what is going on here, or what had happened. Wow. Okay. We have the number 31. Faith. Fertility and abundance now return. Things will get better. Growth has started. Hold on to your dreams in adversity. It is hard to have faith in ourselves and the universe. Faith requires us to let go of our anxieties and have trust, perhaps in something we can't actually see yet. Having a more complete faith in yourself and a higher power to lead you to your greatest good is a solid intention. While having a rigid faith does not serve us, it is important to hold on to our dreams and intentions and to focus on the outcome. To do this without taking more of what is happening around us can be folly. Our ancestors would observe nature carefully, looking for the signs of new life and fertility, altering their hunting or planting to best take advantage. Change your situation. I feel like some of you are finally realizing that maybe you needed to move away from an area. I've gotten this a few times in these readings this week. Needing to move away from an area in order to get better, to feel better, to get away from a situation. I'm not saying to run. I'm not saying that is always a good thing. But if you are bombarded with memories of something or someone, situations that were negative and keeps you harboring those negativities about yourself, about what happened, about them, then maybe it's time to move on from where you are at. All right, let's get beyond that. For Aries, what else does Aries need to know here this week in the relationships? You have Judgment in the reverse, and you have the Two of Swords. Stopping judging yourself. I feel like you may have judged yourself in whatever it was that happened to you, or things that have happened so far in your relationships, or with your, it could be with anybody, friends, family, lovers. But it feels like you were stuck. I'm looking at the way these swords that she's holding are pointing, one to peace and one over here to the self-reflection. And I feel like that's the key here, is to look into yourself and know what was avoidable and what wasn't. Some of this may just not have been avoidable at all, and you should stop blaming yourself. You have the Moon, the Fool, and the Five of Pentacles here. The Moon is representative of things maybe coming into view now that you weren't capable of seeing before about your situation, about things about yourself possibly that you could not feel, could not see, that you're possibly, if someone was taking advantage of you, or was using you in any way, or taking things out on you, you didn't think enough about yourself to stand up for yourself and not let it happen. I feel like you are understanding this now. You're understanding that you are worth more than what you thought you were. That no matter what your background or what you've done, or whatever, you can become a different person, and you shouldn't be held. Everybody gets held accountable for things they've done, said, whatever, how their way of life, whatever. But I feel like that a harsh judgment of ourself in a situation can have you down here on this beggar's path. This possibly was part of this as well, begging for attention, not realizing that's what you were doing. But it's not begging like getting on your hands and knees beg. I'm saying begging like letting people do things to you, allowing a misfortune to come into your life because it was wanting people to love you, wanting things good to happen, but letting people walk all over you in the meantime. Sometimes we don't even know that's what we're doing when we allow other people to have such a control over our lives. I feel like with this Fool card here as well, this is a take a leap on the other side. Go do something that you wouldn't normally do. Have more respect for yourself. Maybe needing to walk away from a situation. I still feel like moving away, or changing scenery, and getting rid of old memories. You have the King of Swords here. being open with your communication, knowing when to take up for yourself, learning that you have to take up for yourself. I feel like there's a lot of self-respect coming in here at this time as well. You have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the King of Cups. Loving yourself. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. You have the Ace of Swords. You see how that popped out like that? I feel like this is saying don't let any people talk to you any kind of way. You have the Two of Wands in the bottom of the deck in the reverse here as well. Shadowing the energy in the read. I feel like don't look back. Don't think back about some negative things that may have happened. Don't think back and keep dwelling over it in your mind. That you need to move on from whatever may have happened within a relationship or within yourself. I feel like a lot of self-blame going on that needs to stop here as well. You constantly go to the fact that you must have done something wrong. You must deserve this in order for some things that have happened to happen, or relationships that didn't work out. Know that you can take your part and things that you could have done differently, but it's not about. I feel like telling somebody it's not about your freaking looks, so stop going there. I don't know. I just felt like that all of a sudden. Someone maybe thinks that they weren't thin enough or pretty enough or you know, nice enough, or you know, maybe your person ended up with somebody that was rough and tough and you weren't that person. There's no way that you could be everything to everyone. And if you weren't, that was their choice. That was them. They should have never gotten a relationship if you weren't the type of person that they knew that they could be with. I feel like just stopping the blame game. I feel like with this King of Cups, though, this may also signify somebody coming in here, somebody who will be easy to talk to, that is very tender and loving, and it feels like there you have an opportunity here. And this is in the reverse. I feel like don't shut it down and understand it for what it is when it comes walking in here. All right, let's get some clarity on this situation here for Aries. Oh, there we go. Ace of Wands. Opportunities for growth within your situation, within yourself. I feel like someone coming in here that's going to teach you to love yourself. I feel like I'm really feeling like it's this King of Cups here. This may be a water sign here, but it could be all about emotions. Somebody who will, I think maybe for some of you were always attracted to the bad boy or bad girl type, you know, and you got hurt in the process of this and the longer to this, because then they made you feel like you weren't good enough because you weren't, you know, the way they wanted. But I feel like someone's coming in here that's totally different than what you're used to dealing with. Someone who's actually tender and actually cares about you. When they ask you what's wrong, they mean it. They want to know. They want to know how they can fix it to make you feel better. That is wonderful, I have to say. You have the Five of Swords in the reverse here. I feel like don't put up I feel like someone's going to put up a defense when this new person comes in here. You're not going to be able to read them because they come at you differently. They say different things than you're used to hearing. I feel like somebody trying to act tough, putting their guard up and trying to act tough, maybe even being sarcastic to this person. I don't know, it's weird. I feel like it's in the reverse because it's like, don't do that. Let them in. You have the Chariot here in the reverse as well. I feel like don't pass up an opportunity for new growth for yourself. and to have good love. Be mindful of it. We have the Temperance in the reverse. Divine timing. See it for what it is. It's taken some time. I think before you thought, oh, this is a love sent from the heavens, you know what I mean? Or a love, the universe gave this to me, and then it went sour, and now you can't see it for what it is when it's happening, but know that it is. You have the Page of Coins here. I feel like somehow you're going to meet this new person here, and it's going to have something to do with a conversation about finances or money, having to meet with somebody possibly, or talk with somebody on the phone. I'm feeling like it has to do with money or maybe a settlement of some sort, and you end up, they're indifferent. You guys are both indifferent until you meet each other face to face, and then then you'll see I don't know, there's attraction that happens. Okay, that's obviously, take it as it resonates. That's not everybody. You have the Seven of Wands here. I feel like this is almost like a protection. I'm feeling like this is your person, and they are a beam of light protecting you from all of the harshness that you've had to endure so far in your life. And you have the Death card. Someone may meet somebody through finding out about inheritance or a will, or going, this might be where this having to do with money and connecting with someone through that somehow. It might not be the person that you're talking to about it, but maybe you have to meet up with them somewhere, or you have to go somewhere, and for whatever reason, the series of events that happens that day will lead you to your person, I feel. So just keep a clear mind about that, whoever that's for. But the Death card itself is just about new beginnings, shedding old ways, shedding old ways of thoughts, shedding your old life, possibly if you've had misery quite often here. And this is a change, a big shift, a big change coming for you guys. That's it's gonna I feel like it's going to it's going to be hard for you to take in. I feel it's going to be that big of a difference from what you're used to. Whoa. Okay. We have a card turned over here, and we have Trust. I'm going to put this right here to the side here, and I'm going to take the ones that fell, if you feel like those were needed. Okay. You have Self. Go within. When we invest more energy in developing our spiritual lives, the outer world begins to take care of itself. Release. Let go. When we release our attachment to the outcome, we allow the power of grace to work its magic. This may have to do with this a relationship that you're stepping into here. Worrying about it ending the way other ones did. But it's a different person, different time. You're a different you. We have Silence. Be still. A daily practice of silence bears gifts, a heightened sensitivity to beauty, deep inner peace, and a profound feeling of connectedness to all living things. And we have that peace card there as well. That signifies it coming in here. And you have Trust here. The more we follow our intuition, the more we'll find that the right doors open to assist us in fulfilling our life's purpose. I'm going to put this right in the middle here because I feel like you need to trust that there is something more for you within your relationships than what you've had to put up with so far. Love yourself, and make sure your heart is open, and so that when these doors open for you, this person may be standing there on the other side, quite literally. All right, something about, just as I said that, because I envisioned someone standing in a doorway, and you opening the door, and they're there. I something about birds, something about a bird. Robin, a robin. Maybe that's your name, or maybe that will be their name. I feel like Robin, something to do with Robin. I'm not thinking that it's necessarily the bird itself. It could be, but I feel like it's the name Robin. All right. Aries, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I will see you next video.